Yeah, I think 2023 is probably going to be a recovery year. So we've seen that, in bear markets, a lot of people get shaken out. But the guys who stay, they will actually lay the foundations for the next bull run. And also, even though as bad as 2022 is, we call it a winter. But this winter is warmer, way warmer than the last one. The bottom of the last one is like 3,000 US dollars, and this winter the bottom is like $16,000, which is still like 6x improvement. So I think going into 2023, we just gotta continue building products people use. I think we're seeing a number of other use cases instead of just trading. NFTs are getting traction, DeFi is getting traction, payments are getting traction.
In a pinned tweet posted by the Binance CEO CZ, he mentioned that 2023 will be a year where more focus would be on simplicity, spending more time on fewer things and focusing on education, compliance, and product and service, while ignoring FUD, fake news, attacks, etc. Subsequently, Binance just celebrated 2,000 days since its inception, and CZ showed his appreciation to Binance users and his Twitter followers. Everyone agrees that last year was a roller coaster for the crypto industry, so many people got burned and assets were lost. Savings and investments couldn't escape either, with tons and tons of scams and rugs and exchanges declaring bankruptcy. It was a year that wouldn't be forgotten easily. Amidst all that, there has been significant growth in the industry, more adoption irrespective of increased cautiousness, more builders, and more utility being presented as well. CZ in a recent interview reviewed the year 2022, its challenges, its opportunities, and what Binance as a company planned to build from this going into the new year. Binance's undisputed market leadership has not been an accident. It has a long history of doing right by the customer. The exchange has made customers whole through hacks and regulatory challenges. The exchange now accounts for about 75% of the global crypto trading market. The crypto exchange can also pass the test of withdrawals, as it did when $6 billion of customer funds were withdrawn on December 13. One of the challenges Binance faces in the aftermath of the collapse of FTX is that many are justifiably concerned about the solvency of crypto exchanges. Sam Bankman-Fried's fraudulent bucket shop may have been an outlier. Court documents filed by U.S. authorities allege that some $8 billion in FTX customer deposits were transferred to and lost by SBS hedge fund Alameda Research. But following a decline in crypto prices, a drawdown of debt between highly interconnected firms, and several bankruptcy filings that have locked up billions worth of assets in legal proceedings, it's reasonable to wonder if there is as much money held on centralized, largely unaudited crypto exchanges as there should be. Following the demise of crypto exchange FTX, it is now a virtual monopoly in global crypto trading. While it can't do much about its monopolistic position, competition may now emerge from decentralized exchanges, as traders could diversify their activities towards self-custody and decentralized trading platforms. CZ mentioned that Binance will continue to seek licenses across multiple jurisdictions. It has obtained licenses from 14 countries so far, including France, Italy, Spain, and Canada. We will now continue with the video as CZ breaks down his expectations for the new year and what Binance has set out to achieve. As you watch, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop any questions and comments in the comment section below.
Yeah, I think 2022 has definitely been what you call a dynamic year. A lot of bad things happened. There's Terra, Luna, UST, and then there's FTX. There's a bunch of other collateral damage, Three Arrows, Genesis, Voyager, etc. So there's a lot of failures. There's a lot of shakeouts. But at the same time, there's still a lot of development going on. There's a lot of building. So Ethereum moved away from proof of work into a proof of stake, what we call the merge, which is a very significant step if you think about how much implications that has. So that's a very big one. NFT is still moving forward. We're seeing Twitter allowing users to upload NFTs of their profiles, Facebook, Reddit, all following that. The blockchain technologies continue to advance. So we see more layer one protocols launching. We see more zero knowledge ZK proofs making progress. BNB Chain launched its zero knowledge scaling technology, ZK BNB, and a number of other projects on ZK EVM applying to launch next year. And then on the regulatory front, we also see a lot of progress. EU passed the MiCA bill, which provides a lot more clarity for the regulatory environment in the EU, which is one of the largest markets in the world. And then many countries started to look at central bank digital currencies, etc. And Binance over 2022 have got 14 licenses globally, and about I can't remember the exact number, maybe like somewhere around 8 to 10 licenses in the US. Binance US got 8 to 10 new licenses in 2022. So that's pretty significant. Internationally, Binance.com, France, Italy, Spain, Poland, Cyprus, Australia, New Zealand, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Bahrain, Kazakhstan, and Japan and South Africa. So all of these countries, we got registrations or licenses this year. So as much FUD as there is, there's a lot of progress. So and also at Binance.com, I think we're quite proud to stick to our values in these turbulent times. So we are increasing the user transparency. We topped up our SafeFu fund to $1 billion again because of the crypto price dropped. Our business continued to grow. We surpassed 120, 130 million users globally. We have 7,800, 900 employees right now with over 100 nationalities all over the world. And also we have invested more than 500 million through Binance Labs on Web3 and blockchain projects. So Binance NFT has 600,000 weekly users and 3 million gaming NFTs listed. And Binance Academy hosted 26 million unique visitors to our learning materials in 2022 alone. And we donated $15 million US dollars equivalent in 2022 to different projects, in life-changing projects in 20 different countries. So yeah, all of this is happening. And we've seen growth in the number of users actually, so in this industry. And as much as we see issues in the industry, I think the strong players are still growing. Oh, and lastly, BUSD is now the third largest market cap stablecoin. BUSD is not issued by Binance; it's issued by Paxos, which is an NYDFS regulated entity, and it has the largest, highest fiat backing, 96%, and 4% in treasury bills. So all of those things are happening. So there's a lot of FUD, there's a lot of skepticism, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of questions, but also there's a lot of the strong builders are building. So I think 2022 is a dynamic year, and it's tough, but we're still progressing.
In response to the various scams and mostly as a result of FTX debacle, several crypto firms, including Binance, underwent controversial proof of reserves audits to reassure customers that their funds were safe. When asked how you would manage a crisis similar to the one that unfolded at FTX, CZ said prevention was better than a cure. So there's a few principles in business that you never violate. Never touch user funds. Keep them secure, keep them separate. Run a sustainable business, he said, adding that Binance staff sleep soundly because they don't touch ethical boundaries. Let us now listen to what CZ has to say about the resulting decrease in trust on centralized exchanges and how Binance plans to rebuild the trust of its users.
I think more recently, we've seen more fear because more fear on the centralized exchanges part. So I think many of the fear come from the same people that were rooting for specific centralized exchanges that have failed. And now they think every other centralized exchange will fail. But understand that businesses are different. Even businesses in the same industry are different. So just because one restaurant fails doesn't mean another restaurant is destined to fail. So and there are good managers and bad managers in businesses. So we're seeing that happening. But overall, the consumer confidence is shaken, and the regulatory scrutiny will increase. So we do see quite a lot of fear in the industry. But overall, we just recommend people to adopt your risk management principles, be risk averse, and for crypto businesses, never use your native token as collateral. Share life of proof, be more transparent, keep strong reserves. Avoid excessive leverage, and build very strong security protocols. So I think the strong projects are still going. And on top of that, we launched a recovery initiative, or some people call it a fund, but it's not a traditional fund. So many crypto players like Jump Crypto, Polygon, Amanico brands have joined. They committed over $50 or $100 million. I don't know the exact number. And then Binance committed to more than $1 billion US, and we're actually deploying those funds to different projects in the crypto space. So yeah, a lot of things are happening. There is some shakeup, but guess what? We've seen this many times. When a problem happens to one centralized exchange, people do withdraw a bit more from centralized exchanges. And then when a DeFi rug pull happens, people move their funds back into centralized exchanges. So the funds move back and forth. And we want to provide more choices for our users. So we're happy with anywhere they store crypto, as long as they come into crypto. Yeah.
So you're exactly right that users has their own role to play, to keep their funds safe, to manage their own risks. But for Binance, what kind of role can we play here to calm the fears of investors and also the users, and also help bring about more confidence in the industry and also the industry's underlying infrastructure?
I think for us, in a turbulent time like this, the simplest thing to do is just be the stable force. So as long as we provide us platforms in a stable manner, make sure deposits, withdrawals, trading, all of our products work. And in a dynamic environment like this, if you're just stable, that's it. That's all we gotta do. It's actually pretty simple.
Do you think Binance will keep its word and remain a pillar of trust during turbulent times like this in the crypto industry? Let us know your opinions in the comment section below. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thanks for watching.